Okay guys, I'm going to try and beat the incoming rain, but here it is. Here's a picture of the Cheep Jeep. She is red. She looks pretty good, I think. This isn't the best paint job I've ever done, and you know, it's nobody's fault but my own. I pretty much just primed this thing, hit it with a DA, and painted it. And that was, you know, that was good enough for what I was trying to accomplish. But you know, the end result is there's some texture to the paint. It's not laying as flat as you would probably want it to. It's definitely not laying as flat as I would want it to. But you know, there's why. You know, this is one of them projects that I had given myself a certain amount of time to get done. I was going over that time. I've got other things to do, and this is what I needed it to be. I do got some graphics coming for the hood. Hopefully they'll be here this week. We'll get them put on. I've got the lettering for the Jeep bump to put on there. I've got a couple little black side plates that I made that I need to actually clean up and finish up to go along the side. I think those will probably help it look a little bit better. But there it is. It's a toy. It's something to cruise around in. It's not a show vehicle. It's not a vehicle that's actually going to make it to another owner after me. When I'm done with it, you know, this truck is retired. So, you know, here's its last hurrah. Hopefully I'm doing it some justice, you know, giving it a little bit more life. Hopefully I can get a couple years out of it anyway. And I hope you all are having a good day. I hope all your projects are going well. For me, this is one that maybe didn't turn out exactly the way I hoped it would, but it did turn out the way I'd anticipate it would for the amount of effort that I put into it. You know, sometimes you've just got to be honest with yourself, and that's where that is. I hope you all have had a good weekend. I've got a couple of car show videos that I need to edit together. I haven't got them done yet. I've been to a couple car shows where I've just got to having fun and didn't get out and take some videos. But you know, like the one today, it was all mostly just the local guys that I've showed you before. And then, you know, the last big one I went to, honestly, I just got to clowning around with some friends and didn't do it. But I'll try and get the videos edited together. I'll try and get the sound so that YouTube doesn't ding me on the copyright laws. And other than that, I hope you all are enjoying yourselves. I hope you all had a good weekend. It looks like it's going to storm here pretty soon, so I'm going to get stuff shoved in the garage, go inside, and see how bad I can harass Mama. Y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Kind of a fun little trick tip, I don't know. I got a buddy, he's building a Chevy truck. He's taking all the chrome off of it. He wants to color code to match, or color key the bumper to match the body, which it's black. Well, since we live in Indiana, there are no plates on the front of our vehicles. We don't have to have license plates on the front. So he doesn't want the holes for the license plate. But what he wants me to do is fill these holes in and get it all smoothed off so that this bumper can be painted to match his truck. Which, you know, another little trick, I guess if you're going to run from the cops in Indiana, do it in reverse. But typically what I do if I do something like this is I'll take a bolt and I'll set it just below the surface, a little magnet, just below the surface of that bumper, and then I'll weld that bolt from the top side. I'll grind all that down, and then I'll cut the bolt off on the back, and with a little bit of luck we'll end up with a pretty smooth surface here. So give me a couple minutes here, and I'll tack this in. And you know, when I say tack, I mean I'll make a tack, I'll walk away from it, get me a drink of water, you know, see if the storm's still coming, whatever. Come back to it, give it another little tap. I might do this a couple times just so that I don't build up heat in this bumper, because the last thing I want to do is try and beat the warpage out of this bumper. So let's see what happens. There you go, 2 filled holes. You might have a little body work left to do, but you ain't taking no big divots and warps and chips and, well, chips, but you ain't got a warped bumper that you got to try and straighten out and make unfunky. So there's my tip.